Yo, what is up, my basketball family? Welcome back to Green Team Productions. Hope all is well out there with you. So, selected with the 24th pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, Anfernee Simons had a little bit of a different road getting into the NBA.
Instead of taking the traditional college route, Simons would attend IMG Academy as a postgraduate, and since he was 19 and 1 year removed from high school ball, he was eligible when the 2018 draft rolled around.
Being picked by the Portland Trailblazers, we really weren't able to see much of Simons because he was still a very raw talent, and at the same time they were not hurting at the guard position, having a prime Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum right next to him.
Simons would go on to just play 10 regular season games before the Portland Trailblazers decided to send him down to the G League. But his stint in the G League would be short-lived. Simons was able to put up 17 points a game while shooting 42% from the field and 45% from the three, quickly showing us that he is a talent that is deserving of a roster spot in the NBA. So just 11 days after sending Simons down to the G League, the Portland Trailblazers called him right back up. And I'm sure this was a tremendous boost to a young player like Simons and his confidence. But with all that being said, during his rookie season, he would only play a total of 20 NBA games. And in those 20 games, he only averaged 8 minutes and barely scored 4 points a game. Over the next 2 seasons, Simons would carve out a larger chunk in the rotation, averaging around 18 minutes a game. But his production wouldn't really go up as everyone would expect. Seeing that over the next 2 years, Simons would never even average over 9 points a game. And what most casual NBA fans know him for is winning the 2021 NBA dunk contest. So it is safe to say that Simons' first 3 seasons are easy to overlook, especially when you compare him to players in his draft class like DeAndre Ayton, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Colin Sexton, Miles Bridges, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. These are all players that were able to come in and have a pretty decent impact. But all of this would change going into his 4th NBA season. With Damian Lillard being held to just 29 games dealing with an abdominal injury, and the Trailblazers going into rebuild mode trading away their star shooting guard in CJ McCollum, the door was wide open for Simons, and he took advantage of it. Going from a rotational piece off the bench only getting about 17 minutes a game, now being the primary ball handler and having 30 minutes a game. More than doubling his scoring output from the last year, Simons averaged 17 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds a game. Now, standing at 6'3", Anfernee Simons might be slightly undersized for today's shooting guards, but he makes up for that with his athleticism and quickness. Not only can he be seen straight up blowing by defenders, but his improved ball handling helps him break down the defender, getting to the spots that he wants, making him even more efficient in the half court, where we often see a lot of young players struggle. And he also has no problems handling switches on the pick and roll, seeing that he is either often too quick or too crafty with his handles for the opposing big man to deal with. And this is one of the things that I absolutely love about Simons' game, because he has a bounce and a lightness to his game that everything he does looks effortless. And he has quickly become one of the better young shot creators in the game. Because even on possessions where he's taken 7 or more dribbles before he even gets his shot off, he is still shooting 47% from the field. And I would say that that is not even the deadliest part of his game. In my opinion, it's his 3-point shot. Just this last season, Simons was able to shoot 40% from beyond the arc. But what really makes Simons special is once again his craftiness and ability to create his own shot off of the dribble. Though he only shot 33% on pull-up threes, this is his first season being the focal point of an offense and playing major minutes, so I think it's only up from here. And he had moments during the seasons where he would absolutely barrage teams with threes. The best example of this is when they played the Atlanta Hawks, and he had 43 points with 9 3-pointers made in this game. And not to mention, he had 7 assists to go along with that. And then just 2 months later, playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Anfernee Simons did it again, dropping 38 points with 9 3-pointers made and 3 assists to go along with that. This dude is truly a special talent, and I think going forward, you'll have to respect him on every level of scoring. But I think his true bread and butter is the catch and shoot 3, knocking those down at a 48% clip. This is someone that you're going to have to keep your hip attached to and cannot lose track of on defense. But what really makes it scary is that when Damian Lillard is inserted back into this lineup, Anfernee Simons is going to have a lot more opportunities for catch and shoot threes. When Lillard inevitably starts slicing and dicing your defense, it's going to draw a lot of gravity, and that only leaves more players open, leaving your defense in a spot where you either have Damian Lillard with a better driving lane to the hoop, or Anfernee Simons knocking down a three, and he almost shoots 50% on a catch and shoot, so there's a high likelihood that he's going to make the shot. And lastly, what really has me excited for Anfernee Simons is his ability to make plays. Simons has always been known to be a combo guard, even going back to his high school days. And please do not let the 4 assists a game fool you. I don't think he's the kind of player that'll go out there and get you 12 to 15 assists, but he'll get you somewhere from 4 to 7. But within those 4 to 7, he's throwing absolute dots. Anywhere from finding an open teammate on a 3, an available cutter slashing to the rim, or finding big man Nurkic for an easy bucket. And in the future, this is really going to help Portland's offense. I know I keep mentioning Damian Lillard, but he is a key part to this team's success. And with he and Simons being out on the court, and both being able to play make and shot create, that is going to be huge and open up so many different opportunities for this offense. Not to mention the additions of Jeremy Grant, and you have Nurkic down low. This is obviously not going to be a contending team, but if I was a Portland fan, I would still have very high hopes for the future. And as for Anfernee Simons, I think that it's all up from here. I think he's a very skilled player, and I enjoy his bounce and slight flashiness to his game. And I think as his confidence grows, so will his game, and I can definitely see him and Lillard as being one of the better backcourts in the league. But of course, it is not about what I think, it's about what you think. So let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, don't be afraid to leave a like on this video. It helps me share it around the world. And if you like more basketball content, subscribe for more basketball content. I will always have more for you. And as always, I want you guys to be productive. Have a great day. Peace.